Now, both of you guys are smart people. What are some of the new science and technology that is going on that has caught your eyes that you may have noticed that you might want to kick out there? I've seen some new little gadgets and stuff coming out and stuff like that. I'm not just stuck on every new iPhone, but of course, they got one of those coming out. But what's some new gadgets, man? Y'all interested in some science and technology that we should be aware of coming up?
Man, for me, I ride motorcycles, so any type of 360 camera technology, I'm pretty much in, what I'm saying, like interested in. Like I bought a GoPro 360 that shoots 4K, and I traveled to from Texas to California this past June, and it gave me a lot of good views, especially when we got ready to ride back through Utah and Colorado. Shout out to Legends on 2, what I'm saying, my motorcycle club. We made a good little hump, and the 360 camera did a great job, man. I wish I had some footage right now available just so you can see it. But that's my little bit to contribute. I use tech more than I used to. I like to talk about like the practical things that I do. Like, for instance, I prepared a lease today over Google Docs, and I was able to share the document with like the person that's going to actually lease the place. Got it approved and used DocuSign. And honestly, I think if you're in business right now, if you got any contracts that you do on a regular basis, I suggest Google Docs being integrated with DocuSign is probably the most practical thing that I would recommend.
Man, the things I just had on my face, what they call again, Facebook Oculus. I
Yeah, I saw that.
Facebook Oculus.
Yep.
Oh, all right. That's what's up, man. I gotta get. What do they do? Can you tell me what Facebook Oculus do? Virtual reality.
Yeah.
Virtual reality. Okay.
That sounds like something that's gonna keep your soul trapped in somewhere.
Yeah, virtual reality.
That sounds like have you ever watched this show called The Feed? It's on Amazon, and they have it's basically a show that's dedicated to people that's basically living and operating like social media apps. So like some people, they can't function unless they plugged into the feed. You see where that's going, just in even the concept of it, right? So like honestly, I kind of stay away from the virtual reality stuff with things on my eyes that kind of like distort my field of view.
Your third eye.
Yeah, man. Like I kind of stay away from that. Like I don't know. I look at it from like I'm not a spiritually driven person. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the people that's around me that deal with the spirit world. If that makes sense.
Right.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
men are more typically logical. They prone to logics and logistics. They work better with logics and logistics. So the more logical a male becomes, the less spiritual he becomes. The more he depends on logics, the less spiritual he becomes. That's a natural thing. Spirit thing is a faith thing. It's supposed to be a courage thing. It's supposed to be something unknown. It's not supposed to be something that you figure out, right? They tell you, hey man, just have a mustard seed size of faith and you can move a mountain, right? And logics don't tell you don't crap like that, right?
And let me tell you, hold up, like I had to grow, and I want to specify, I want to catch that right there, because I'm not a believer of any particular faith. I feel like I've lived a life that's strong enough, and I can go in between everything, and I can recognize a plan on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I take what people give, and if it comes from a place of love, and regardless if I understand it or not, if they there for my protection, I let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I don't like to get in nobody else's lane, because I don't expect nobody else to step in my lane and tell me what I should be doing or how I should be saying it. So when I start saying something, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my version of my truth based on my personal experience. So if you notice, like every time, like if we get to something that comes to the spiritual part, I'm gonna bring it back to like, how does this help us win? Because my number one question is that, how does this help us win? Because I'm in a fight. You know what I'm saying? I've seen. So like for me, I've watched black people argue about shit that don't matter. The shape of the earth. You know what I'm saying? 5G, fucking coronavirus, and thinking that technology plays a role in all of that stuff, right? but none of that shit stops the police from shooting us. So I'm not concerned with none of that. I ain't saying it ain't important, but I got somebody else that's supposed to be over there working on that part. If they want to deal with that in the spiritual realm,
you the type of person that kind of like you like to focus on things that actually matter, basically.
I
right?
focus on what I can kill with my own resources.
All right, that's over. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If
So
you at my house, though, at my auntie house, you gonna walk in the door, right?
I'm
They
gonna be
gonna come.
quiet.
You gonna hear. You used to walk and talk with Jesus every day. I used to work with over the way. Yeah, they gonna be saying it. There. As soon as they hear you say something about you don't believe in it, it's going down.
Fam,
I'm not going down.
I'm not gonna even say nothing like that. No. I'm gonna assimilate. No, I'm
we ain't
gonna
gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
I'm gonna assimilate to the culture because I respect the culture that raised me. You see what I'm saying? It's
That's
just different stages of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Like
It's always been different stages.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
So my next question is both of you guys here, since you both on, do you guys dibble in stocks and bonds? Do you have any interest? Have you put anything in stocks and bonds? That's one of the portion of the show that I like to get out there. Do you have any suggestions? I tell everybody right now, I started with Apple, Facebook, Intel, and Walmart. I always go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I got everything Apple, so it was all no-brainers. You can start dibbling in stocks and bonds on your Cash App. Different little app that you already have it there. They give you a couple of dollars, right, to start and go ahead. Is there any stock or bond that you guys have built interest in, or should we look out for?
Go ahead, LaRasha.
I haven't done with stocks and bonds since I left the corporation business. And I ventured off doing my own thing. I haven't even tapped into trying to even get back into it.
Well, I know one thing. I'm using it as a great saving tool because it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to just, it'll generate something. It's better just than leaving it in my savings in my bank.
It does. It because I cashed mine out when I left my job. I sure did.
I already know. We also we had some news in the boxing world this week too, man. We gonna miss you, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is retiring. I don't know if y'all like Manny Pacquiao and Pac-Man, man, but he's gone. I wanted to see him fight Spencer. I hate Spence and Manny didn't get the fight, but Manny is retired. There'll be some more fights coming in. We got the heavyweight fight coming up with Wilder and Fury coming up also. But I love boxing, so I always got to give my shout out to to my boxing world and everything going on. I actually have an event coming up in Austin soon that I would like all you guys a part of, and it'll be a gloves up, guns down event. It'll be a stop the violence event, man. We got some nice people who from Killeen. Like I say, I've been working back and forth from Austin to Killeen, and so we're gonna bring it to Austin, then we'll bring it back to Killeen and a few more places. So if you want to get involved, let me know, man. We'll get you involved, and so we can give back to the community and kind of like put a voice and a face around the killing and the senseless murders between our black young boys and little girls. I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing one of the youngsters who killed this 20-year-old girl by Reagan Hills this couple weeks ago, and I know the youngster, and his brother was shot by police. And so now, he's wanted for a murder on a 20-year-old woman. And I'm like, man, that's, it's crazy. It's getting real bad out here, man. Every time I look up, man, somebody is shooting somebody else, man, for no reason, basically, man. That's what it looks
like. I have a question, right? What do y'all think that is the cause to be having these kids or these people to react and killing these people like this?
Them $2 drugs. $2 drugs. $2 drugs got everybody going crazy. $2. $2 to get you knocked off. That quick, man. I think it's the dope. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the dope. I think a lot of these youngsters don't know they dope fiends. So I'm here to tell you a dope fiend, man. Straight up dope fiend. And you got to go get you some help. And your people need to get you some help. And if they dope fiends with you, y'all can both go get y'all some help. But somebody need to get some help because the drugs got these people tripping. They in their emotions all the time. You know, they entitled. They feel entitled all the time. And, you know, and then when you don't got control over your five senses and you're allowing yourself to listen to so much or look at so much garbage, listen to so much garbage, eat so much garbage, you know, be around so much garbage, you eventually wind up being a part of that garbage. And that's just how that goes. That's just, you know, that's just the balance of life. So, you know, you got to give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, that's my next topic, actually making time to heal. You got to give yourself a break. You got to give yourself a chance to heal from a lot of stuff you go through. I've been laying people left to right the ground. I'm talking about close family members, friends, growing up 20, 30 years together. And I've been laying them down in the grave left and right. And I haven't had a time to heal. So I've been very aggressive. I've been very panicky, or my anxiety has got up, and I've been having to, you know, take time to say, hey man, I gotta cut this stuff off. I gotta cut it off. I gotta get away from everybody because I need time to grieve. I need time to heal. I need time to revisit some things, you know, and I think everybody has to understand that that is very important in our life. And while we're fighting for a quality life, we have to start making time to heal. Matter of fact, LaRasha, how do you feel about doing a reading today?
You want me to put the other? Bro. So what? Let me say this. I did okay. So as far as I noticed Vincent, when you first start coming on, right? When you first came out, I wrote something down that you said. You said we missed the messages, not liking the delivery when you come to music, right? And lyrics, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. So off of you saying that, right? Music, what these white folks know is music is a form, and that's the reason why they use the entertainment business so much as a pawn, and they use all the celebrities so much as a pawn, because they know that anything that produces a tone is a sound of a way that you can give a message to help a person react away, right? And have a trigger moment. So a lot of them, like you told you, when you go through your spiritual awakening, you start listening to music a totally different way, regardless of how many times you listen to that song. You could heard that song 10 times and you still going to catch a word. Are you going to see and look and view at that song or whatever that lyric is at whatever's going on in your life at that point in time, right? So when you said that, when I do my readings, I use the way that I get messages is in the form of music as well. It's something that's called clairaudience. So it's like your sixth senses is which is your third eye. We were talking about your eyes, your crown, your ears, your belly button, all the way to the bottom of your feet. Again, you're Indian. You're not African. So if you know Indians, off of everything that they tell you, Indians was dancing barefooted and walking barefooted. So that whole thing that they tell you, you pushing footprints on the soil. It's connecting you to everything. So once you connect all the way, how he was saying about spirituality, a lot of people don't know. And really, once you go outside of being religious and you really tap into remembering who you are, and you walk on that path alone, because everybody don't make it through the levels of transformations when it comes to spirituality. They don't make it through it. They go through serious suicidal thoughts. They go through getting outcast from their parents and their family members, because it's set that way. Because you got to remember, these people you will be a black sheep if you are somebody that's going outside of your family and doing something. So you're going to be outcasted from the people that you grew up to love. So it's like, it's really like when you watch that movie, The Matrix, your whole life is changing. Okay. And you said we have had personal conversations where you had dreams and you were like, I feel like my soul is going through some type of spiritual war that I don't understand what it's going through. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so it made you really sit back and look at life a little bit different, because you have always known since you was a child that I was different than my parents. I was different than my brother. I was always wiser, regardless of what age I was. That means something when it comes to the decade that we're living in now. Our people don't understand what zodiacs is. Our people don't understand what the stars and all that stuff is, because they've been manipulated not to understand it. And when it's time for them to understand it, which is now, it's causing us to lose these spiritual wars when it comes to our spiritual and our soul and our spirit battling. And then it's putting us in this 3D reality bullshit.
Okay. So, what do you think about you being able to do a reading before we go? I want to go into my NFL picks. I'll let you get yourself ready. Ted, bring Vincent back up here. Bring Victor back on here. She gonna get ready. She gonna do us a reading before we get ready to go, man.
I probably got to turn the camera around just so you know.
Okay, that's fine too. That's fine too. And I'm gonna get ready to get into my NFL picks of the week. You know what I'm saying? That's for you, that sleep. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. You know what I'm saying? Today we got Jacksonville and Cincinnati tonight, y'all. Cincinnati's supposed to blow these people out the water. Okay. They giving up 7.5. The over and under is 46. I'm gonna take Cincinnati and the points. I'm gonna get them points to Jacksonville, man. I'm gonna take Cincinnati over, and I'm gonna take the over on the 46. We also got this weekend Washington and Atlanta. Atlanta is going to be receiving 2.5 points, and the over and under is 47 on that. I will never ride with Washington. They are super garbage. Also, I will buck them till I die. I'm going with.
Are you a Cowboys fan, Korean?
You already know it. I talk like one, but it don't matter. Okay, so Tennessee also at New York Jets. Tennessee is going to get a Jets 7, and the Jets probably never win one game this season, so go with Tennessee, and that 7, they should run over them real easy, and then go with that under on the 44. That might look like something that's going to jump out for you. If you're a betting man and you're looking at the Cleveland-Minnesota game, I'm telling you right now, be careful. Minnesota square business when they want to be. They so sometime, and you never know what kind of Viking you get out of there. You might get a Viking ready for war, or you might get a Viking sipping a pina colada, bull crapping all day. So I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to ride with Cleveland. Cleveland is the stronger team. They giving Minnesota 2. Minnesota can add them 2 points just in case they come with them pina coladas. I'm riding with them damn Cleveland Browns, man, the dog pound. We're going to roll over something over there, man. The over and under is 51.5. Indianapolis and Miami, man, them Dolphins still strong. Y'all sleeping on them Dolphins. I might buck Indianapolis because I do not like Carson Wentz. I don't care what team he play for. He is forever going to be boo-boo in my book. So I'm going to ride with Miami over the Colts, and they can have that 2.5. I'm taking Miami and over and under is 4.5, 42.5 on that. Dallas and Carolina. Dallas going to be back at it again. They should be able to fight hard, man. They got a good offense. Carolina has been square business so far. They are 3-0, but Dallas is my team, so you know I'm riding with them. They giving Carolina 4 because Dallas is just that square business. They going to give them some points and run right over them, and the over and under is 51.5, and I say they going to go over. New York Giants and New Orleans. New Orleans finally bounced back this past week. The Giants is garbage. They ain't probably not going to win no game this year either, and it's about 4 or 5 teams that probably ain't going to win no game this year either, and Giants is one of them. And so New Orleans gonna get a Giants 7, take New Orleans and that under and the under on that at 42 because they gonna also stop the Giants from ever scoring a point. They might kick a 3, and it might be something about 60-yard field goal or something again for them to get 3 points, but that's what they gonna have to do to get some points on the board. Kansas City and Philadelphia. Philadelphia trying to bounce back off Dallas. Kansas City then lost 2 in a row. This is not gonna happen. I'm sorry, Philly. Whoever like y'all, they about to get thumped on, thrashed, demolished, man. Ain't no more birds, man. They about to cook them birds. Them Eagles turn them into some chickens. And Kansas City gonna roll all over Philadelphia, and they gonna give them 7 points and probably beat them by 21. And the over and under is 55.5 on that. So go under that 55.5 because Kansas City is still going to stop Philadelphia too. They ain't going to do too much. Houston is playing Buffalo. Houston started out with a little thunder under them, man. They were doing a little something till Tyrone Taylor went down. But Buffalo going to take care of business, man. They minus 16. Houston ain't got enough for these people, man. They rolling right now in Buffalo. Ride with Buffalo. Arizona and the LA Rams, man. I picked the LA Rams to win the NFC. over my team because they are all the way suited and booted, and they got a quarterback finally, and they will beat Tom Brady again and again and again. No matter how many times they meet this year, whether y'all like it or not, Tom Brady has met his match in the NFC, man. The Rams are square business. If you don't believe me, you will see. They are playing Arizona, and they giving Arizona 5.5. I'm going with the Rams. You can go with whoever you want to, but I'm going to take the Rams. Seattle and San Francisco, division game, division rivalry, always been a good game. I'm riding with Seattle on this. San Francisco showed me last week after they let Green Bay come back and win in 30 seconds that they ain't bad nothing either. And so I'm riding with Seattle. I'm gonna take them 2 points, 2.5 points, and I'm gonna get my money with Russell Wilson, and we're gonna do it like that. Baltimore and Denver, good game, man. Denver been square business. They 3-0 also. Baltimore is Baltimore, and they are getting 2.5. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore against Denver. I don't think Denver met a defense like this yet, and I don't think they just all the way about that.
Don't you know?
I think this is their chance. What?
Don't come over here and try to take us. We 3-0 in this hole. So
y'all 3 I mean, I know you're a Denver fan. I ain't hating. I mean,
you over there, you act like just because I'm a woman, I was not gonna sit there and say that. But I've been a tomboy all my life. Boy, don't sit there and try to talk about my team.
Say something about your team. That's why you on here.
Okay.
Baltimore, but if you put money on it, don't go with Denver against Baltimore, people. Don't do it. You're gonna lose your money. I wouldn't tell nobody working Sonic take their check and put it on Denver. You ain't gonna put your last check on your damn Denver Broncos against Baltimore. So don't start telling everybody what to do when you ain't putting your check on it. I'm talking to the people who gonna probably put half of that check. If you don't use half of that check on this gambling this week on this football team, you bet not put it on the Broncos or you're going home broke. Now, we're going down to Pittsburgh and Green Bay. This could probably be an even game. I don't know how Green Bay giving somebody 7 points when they can't beat nobody. But, oh well, I'm going to take Pittsburgh in the 7 since they getting all them points. And we're going to go over 45 with the Pittsburgh and Green Bay game. Tampa Bay and New England. Brady will be back in New England finally. It's the return of Brady, and all that old crap they got going on, yelling. But it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a better game than what people think. When New England got a tough defense, if they can get their quarterback clicking, man, I think they can be all right football team. And one thing we always know about the NFL is any given Sunday. But Tampa Bay should take care of business, thrash these people, beat them by 20 points, even though Gronk is out. They should cover the 6.5. Okay, so we're gonna take Tampa Bay over New England, and then you'll end with your Monday night game with Las Vegas and the Chargers, which should be a thunder, man. With them boats going in there to LA, man. LA, man. I'm loving it. Then my picks, not Boom, not Shannon, not Smiths. These my picks. So if you don't like the picks, you ain't got to be tripping with me about it. Just don't take the picks. But I hits, boy. I said it again. I whoop your head, boy. You know why I will.
You can't be talking about people's team like that.
You know I will. So yeah, before we get out there, Rasha, are you ready? Can we get alive?
Okay, so how do you want to do this? So let me tell you what we got a lot going on. So the community that I'm a part of, the tarot community, is big right now on YouTube. A lot of people have made a decision and it's part of their purpose to take part of this, right? So we have been something as far as our community has been outcast to take, to not do this. So we all a lot of readers came up with something called an index box, right? So we took index cards, and as readers, we took names and put names on index cards. The way that I started mine on my channel as far as creating my treasure box, I started with 100 common last name. I got on Google and I Googled 100 common last names. So whatever the 100 common last names was, I put them in there, right? Then I went from 100 common male names and then 100 common girl names. That's 300 names already. Out. What I did after that, from the time that I was born until who I am now, if I met anybody with the same name more than twice, their name went in there regardless of how it was spelled. I took the most common way of that name being spelled and I put it in the box.
Okay.
On top of that, it's different messages, it's different things as far as words and stuff that we have created, right? So a lot of people are getting where your name is falling out the box. Like I told you, your name fell out the box where it said Cluren and Lee. It was during, I think it was even during a Leo reading. There's been a couple of times that I sent you a lot of my Leo readings to help you in your situation and what you was going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So your name came out, Cluren came out, and it had like unfinished business and all this other stuff. So I was like, okay, what is the unfinished business that me and Cluren possibly could have is the Pharaoh stuff. Remember how we were supposed to be going, and I told you how the marching and all that was putting us in that, and then also me helping you with your spiritual awakening as far as you being your Pharaoh. So I'm actually glad that I'm honored that you got me doing this, because I really hope that this pushes you to another, part of your awakening when it comes to this, because now things are changing, right?
Yeah.
And if you are this Pharaoh that you claim that you've been announcing that you are, then you know that it's going to take you somewhere totally different than what me and you we talked about years ago, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the fact that information is coming out about us being Egypt, then that changes everything, and it makes everything that those conversations that me and you have more personal, because now you're seeing, okay, what's going to happen now?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just everything is aligning. Just know that. So what I'm using right now, I'm using a deck that a lady called Holy Water, which she is a Black painter, and she created her own deck off of her own illustrations of and then made her own tarot decks off of this. I also have created my own tarot deck that I'm going to be using too. So I created, remember when we first started off of this and you was doing your book and I said I was going to make my deck. I did finally come out and make my deck.
All right.
So it's called A Deck Just For Me. And it's a 78 deck of colors of different things that's been going on that I have been coming, as far as tarot, the situations that we come across as far as being a divine feminine and a divine masculine, right? And a divine masculine could be anybody that is like a pharaoh, a god, a royalty bloodline, or they can have another counterpart that's like a twin flame, a twin ray, a divine partner, a life partner, a divine soulmate. So Hancock, the movie Hancock?
I'm ready.
You know the movie Hancock, right?
Yeah, I'm no Hancock.
Okay. So off of the movie Hancock, it was like they had old souls, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get started. So let's see what's going on with your old soul, Korean. Okay, so you got elements eliminated, endings.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Regulate the situation. Emotions, don't you move, let them come to you. Emotions, regulate the situation, and self-employed. Rags to riches. What was we just talking about, right? So with the lessons that I have learned with you just coming, you have been regulating the situation when it comes to what it is that you want to do when it comes to your career, right? You went from being, a rapper to being a barber to being, so you can say to writing your own book. You have had all these different things when it comes to being an entrepreneur, self-employed, right? So even though it has been something that possibly has been something that has been emotional, where it causes you, okay, what am I going to do? How I'm going to bring the money into this situation? Who's going to help me? Who's going to come in? It has been an emotional roller coaster when it comes to just being who you need to be as being that entrepreneur, being by yourself and not working underneath anybody. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So while you regulating the situation, you not knowing that you over here, this is a process as far as when you've been on your spiritual journey, it's a process of elimination. Eliminating the old you and allowing the new you to come to surface. Regardless of where you going when it comes to eliminating that old habits of that old Cluren, letting people not know that you really not Jinx, and you over here trying to be, you putting on your grown man boss and top, your suit and top. You ain't doing the same baggy jeans and all that stuff anymore. You're wanting them to change. So it's like it's a major transformation within yourself, a personal growth within yourself, right? On top of that, while you know that you're going to this entrepreneur, you stepping into your pharaoh phase, you have had people that have tested you.
Yeah.
This is the only reason why these 2 cards will come out. When it says, don't you move, let them come to you and regulate the situation. Okay? This could also happen in your place of unemployment. Somebody could have tried to test you on your job or something like that, and this could have been something that was past, or it could be something that's getting ready to happen now. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
So just be prepared, because somebody's going to test you. They're going to try to test you, because you got this rags to riches and you have this material forces. So make sure you, whatever new contracts that you have that's coming your way, make sure that you read over those contracts and it's in the best of your interest and not in these company or these other business partners that's over here trying to come to you. Because you got to remember, you are a pharaoh, so you are in the process of eliminating the old you and you reclaiming your throne.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's going to be a lot of gossip that's possibly going to come out that you're going to have to overcome again, because it's typically, like I told you, it's going to be somebody that you had a problem with in the past. Somebody you had a problem with the past is getting ready to resurface. While you in this leveling up, and this person possibly didn't want to take responsibility for their actions, and they possibly properly planned a lot of your downfalls when it comes to your success. So it's somebody that's getting ready to come back.
Oh shit.
Just so you know. Cause look, here go. You right here as this Leo energy right here. Choosing self and personal power. You choosing yourself, personal power. So here goes Taurus energy. So these are the zodiacs I'm going to tell you that I see. I see you as this Leo. Here goes Taurus. Elements eliminated is Scorpio, and then you have Cancer here. So if you have any of those zodiacs that's in your sign that's around you right now, or possibly that was in the past, that could have been said a lot of he say, she say, that could have also caused conflict with your job, that person is coming back.
What about the Cancers?
Whoever this Cancer is, do you know a Cancer?
Yeah, I know a lot of Cancers.
Okay, well then that, whoever the first person that came to mind when I said those signs are typically the one that's getting ready to come. It's Mercury Retrograde. So let me explain to you what Mercury Retrograde is. Mercury Retrograde happens 3 times a year. It's where they use the pyramid energy and reverses it when it comes to our emotions. They use Mercury. Mercury is ruled by Gemini. So remember, Gemini is like when it comes to their zodiac, it stands for like the good side, the bad side, the dark side, the shadow side. So if these people have blocked emotions and they on these drugs and all this stuff, and when they whip that pyramid energy, it's going to negatively affect them in the wrong way. It also brings back your past exes. So anybody from your past that could be an ex that's trying to block you from this rag to riches, because remember, you're supposed to be going to this leveling up.
Yeah.
So somebody getting ready to come in and test you.
I guess so. I'll be waiting for them.
Okay, just so you know that. Just so you know that part of this, right? So let me get this other deck. I want to get this other deck. I'm gonna see, because you are on a way to, like, you've been taking responsibility and taking accountability for all that you can take. Like, let's say if you did any wrong in your past, right? And if it was anything that was stopping and hindering you from being that Leo or that stepping in your personal power the way that you meant to step in your personal power, you've been taking responsibility for your actions the best way possible, right? You can't go back and change anything that happens, regardless if it happens to your family member, your friend, a loved one, or anything, right? Yes. You can't allow anything that happened in the past to block you from wherever you meant to go on this leveling up rags to riches part, right? And when we first met each other, that was one thing that you had was a lot of blocked emotions because of what happened to your past, your lover, right? So that was one of the biggest battles that you had to overcome. And then you was taking responsibility for some of the things that you couldn't take responsibility from, and it stopped you from being that lion that you were meant to be. Okay. So now you are in this process of also, like, you are also healing your soul. You're healing your soul from everything that you've been damaged from your childhood and even past life stuff, because again, you are a pharaoh and you don't even know what's going on. So you healing past life stuff it's the same cycle that we go through now. So for example, let me say this. Your pharaoh name is, so who, as far as who you as being a pharaoh is Amen Ontep. That's how you, Amen Otep 3, right? Amen Otep 3, he became a pharaoh and became crowned at the age of 12. He lost his daddy at the age of 12. While we was in here sinking and doing all this stuff, and everything was happening with the live. In your song, you mentioned that you started selling crack when you was 12.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
So again, it's the same cycles that they got you as a pharaoh living every lifetime until you wake up and remember who you are and take back control and be that, not being that cowardly lion or that courage the cowardly dog, and being Simba reclaiming your throne. So again, like he said, you missed the we tend to miss the messages because we don't like the lyrics. You created a whole lyrics off of something that happened to you when you was a pharaoh. You see how deep that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just sit there and talked about your dad and all that stuff, and I'm sitting here telling you that go back and start paying attention to your story as who you was as a pharaoh, since you're speaking that now, so you can rekindle that flame with that pharaoh that's been waiting to wake up.
Yeah, that's what I need to do too, ASAP.
And then you got, again, remember, Free Prickle, your brother, they got you still working with the government. As that pharaoh, you was working with the government and religion. That was your background. So you was all in this politician thing. They still got you in that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, man. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much.
Like I said, the game is on them when you sit there and you realize and you take back your power, you move in a totally different energy. And then you understand exactly what you worked so hard to reclaim. Look, the Hierophant. Nipsey.
Yeah.
You got Nipsey coming out twice on 2 different decks.
Wow.
And then it says heal. So I told you getting ready to heal. You got another money opportunity that's getting ready to come to you.
Wow.
But you're getting ready to go through some trials and tribulations with whoever this Cancer is, or this Scorpio, or whoever this is. Look, the Emperor. That's where you're trying to be. Reclaiming your title.
Mm-hmm.
Dreads and all. Look. You grew all this stuff for a reason. Codependencies, letting go of codependencies. Been fighting that.
Yeah. Right.
You a king. You hear the music in the background. The song that's on right now is Believe in Me by Lil Wayne. Nigga, I'm a king.
Man. That's what's up.
So I'm going to end it here. You already know what you need to do. You know what you need to do.
You let me know what I need to do again right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait, let me get the basket. So I'm going to see what I can get with the basket and see what's going to pull out to see what.
Pull out the basket then. Let's see what's in the basket.
Okay, so what I do with this basket, I get the cards. They're not in any order. I go like this, and whatever falls out, I take, right? And if whatever names, if these are any people that you know, or if your name fall out, then you know it's divine timing. If it's anything that's going on with your situation, with me closing my eyes and me pulling these cards out, that means something big for you. Just know that.
Woo. Come on with it then. Let me see.
So let's go. Let's see what we got. Love how you handle your business. We just said you was a motherfucking emperor. Didn't we say that?
Yes.
You
yes,
over there, you boss hustling, and you over here leveling up. Look at you.
Oh, shit.
Someone is ghetto as fuck. But you ghetto as fuck, but guess what? You handle your business. Don't take the hood about you. Don't take the hood about you. You hear me?
Yeah, that's right.
About you. Upset that no one can match your sex drive. So this is getting a little bit personal now, okay? So you do got this rekindle the flame. So you possibly do got somebody that's over here like, okay, well, shit, you know, I left him for so-and-so and da-da-da-da-da-da, but obviously whoever this woman is and whoever she's sleeping with, that can't match your sex drive.
Oh, snap. Oh,
do you know somebody named Nisi?
Nisi.
Look at the name.
Nisi.
Oh. If you got Eddie in your circle, if you got somebody named Eddie in your circle, pay attention.
All right. All right.
Your spiritual teacher is doing magic on you. Who is your spiritual teacher?
You.
The fuck not. Who else have you went to for spiritual advice?
Remember I told you about this other lady earlier?
Yes, you did. That's why I'm making you remember.
Yeah, but I didn't go to her for advice. She came to me.
But remember I told you that there's moles that's set up to stop you from doing what you're doing. So whoever that lady was, if you can't remember who she was, you need to pay attention. That shit happened to me too. That's why you got to be careful as being a pharaoh.
Okay.
That's why I said, remember you told me you went to that other lady just came out the blue.
Yeah, she came out the blue and started reading me, man.
Look.
What's that?
The card that is saying. Somebody named Deborah. I'm scared of your reaction. So somebody is scared of your reaction. Last name Ramirez. If you know any of these last names, first names, they're telling you to pay attention to these people.
Ramirez.
My mother told me to leave you. So that's personal. So if your mama told you to leave, whatever female, this coming out. Did your mama ever tell you to leave a female?
No.
Look, you over there not saying nothing.
No.
Look, you over there quiet. Look at him.
No. You told me nothing.
Somebody named Herbert. If you know a Herbert.
Herbert.
Tyrone.
Who the fuck is Herbert? Yeah, I know Tyrone, but I don't know Herbert.
Last name Nickerson.
Nickerson. Okay, there's some shit going on. I got a lot of people.
You better pay attention.
I'm paying attention. Nickerson.
Mia.
Oh.
Mia.
I know Mia.
Somebody named Alice. Alice, like Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, Alice. Okay. Daryl.
One of you are the real twin and been lied to. So so you are on a twin flame journey, Cluren. So listen, I'm finna tell you. So whoever it's gonna be 3 women that's supposed to present themselves to you from now until Scorpio. So you got Scorpio here. So you got Scorpio. So they're going to show up in Scorpio season 2. So whoever out of these 3 women, one of these is your twin flames.
Oh, yeah. What's they 3 names again? So I can be looking at them.
I don't know what the 3 names is. Shut up, boy. You know who you talking about. You said that Cancer. Whoever this Cancer, is that Cancer a woman?
Yeah, I know some Cancers. They out. My mom is a Cancer, actually.
Oh, my mother told me to leave you. Freddie, somebody named Freddie. This is not a coincidence. Look at this shit.
Not a coincidence.
And you know what song is on in the background?
What?
On Me by Little Baby.
On Me by Little Baby, yeah.
Something Divine Feminine said is replaying in Divine Masculine's head. So there's something that a woman said to you. One is replaying in your head. So sit back and don't say anything.
Sit back and don't say nothing.
Yeah. So, okay, you got these women that's getting ready to come to you during Scorpio season. And one of them is going to be your real twin, and one of them is going to be a false.
I got to get ready then. That's what that means. I got to get myself together.
Yeah, because you're transforming into this emperor. So again, a king has to have a queen.
Well, that do make sense. Well, thank you so much. I hope everybody out here watching, man, they got to see you work your jelly. I know what you do is very meaningful, especially when it's coming to try to help awaken our people. You've been doing it for me on and off for some years now, so I appreciate the energy. I appreciate your time. We about to get ready to run up out of here, but before I leave, I always got some words of encouragement and some things I want to tell people that I use for myself. One of my phrases I'm gonna use today is gonna be a simple one. I got out the Bible, and it's poetry basically, so it's all poetry. And that's for people to quit looking for the specks in other people's eyes until you remove the log out of yours. And so, also, I want you to stay focused. Simple, just stay focused. That's the message, man. No matter what you're going through, no matter the situation, how hard it may be for you, find a way to get some peace, get some time to think, and redirect that energy into staying focused. You got a long way to go. You still got plenty of things to do. I appreciate you guys for spending some time with me. We'll be back next Thursday at the same time, and we'll have more guests. I'll probably be able to get LaRasha back on here depending on our schedule. But
I'll come back because we gotta now we gotta talk about the spiritual teacher. So when you done, make sure you call me so I can tell you what you need to do and help block whatever she put on you.
All right, bet, because I felt like she was trying to throw something on me. She slammed me all on the ground and shit. But anyway, that's another story. But I appreciate you for being here with me. Thank you so much.
Need to start telling your stories of what happened.
I am gonna tell my story. I'm gonna tell it next time because I told them last time, but I'm trying to get through this. And
now I'm proof to it because you told me. They was probably think you was lying.
Yeah, I know it, right. So, but thank you again. I love you so much. Appreciate you for your time. We're gonna get ready to get up off here. I see y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
Scotty! Life is a dream.